All right, good afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day today. All three market indices up today. Now, before I get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Now, if you're not a subscriber and you happen to be watching the show, go ahead and do so. I really do think you're going to get a lot of valuable information from my technical analysis. All right, with that, we are going to go over the SPY. We are going to go over the stocks that I had recommended from yesterday and see how they fared. And then we are going to go over the three stocks that I had recommended from my Sunday show from Eric's Sunday's Best Picks. All right, with that, let's go right into it with the SPY. All right, as you can see, we did make that nice 52-week high today. It was an extremely choppy day today. We gapped up, we went down, and then we kind of rallied right back into that close in the last hour and a half of trading. So now what, guys, for Monday? Well, we are in this upper Bollinger Band right here. We're definitely in this what we'd say overbought situation, as you can see. This upper Bollinger Band right here usually signifies an overbought situation. But again, these overbought situations could go on for a very, very long time before you see a pullback. But my only concern is if we do gap down on Monday and start taking out today's low on Monday, that usually represents when you take it, when you on the next day take out that previous day's low after hitting that upper Bollinger Band, usually signifies a little bit of a pullback. Okay, so watch that key level, see how we open up on Monday, see what happens. If we start taking out today's low on Monday, just be very careful with your positions, okay? That is the SPY. All right, with that, let's go into the three stocks that I did recommend. Actually, there were two, and one was supposed to be just on watch. First one was going to be the ESPR, Esperion. So let's see how Esperion did today. Well, it was up 19 cents today. I did draw this trend line from that 52-week high all the way down. So if you remember from yesterday's show, we started bouncing around here a little bit, basing. Now we have that 10 over that 50-day moving average. We're clearly above that point of control right here, and we're hitting that upper Bollinger Band right here, guys. So everything is looking actually really good for a continuation going into next week, and probably a lot longer than that. Now, if you want to get in and you haven't gotten in, try to buy this on a pullback. But if you do, again, remember this 50-day and 50 and 10-day moving average right down here at 28.54. Anything below that 28.50, let's call it, I would be out the name. Use that as your guide if you do get into Esperion, ESPR. All right, next stock that I did recommend from yesterday was STNG. STNG had a really good day today. Again, here's one that has based for a very long time, ever since, let's say, early November. I drew a trend line with this one again, and we just broke above that trend line, and we're basing. 10 is clearly above that 50. We're above that point of control as well. A lot of the sellers from this past year are probably out, took that tax loss, so we should see a nice little momentum, gaining momentum here going forward on this one. I really do think we're going to hit that $16, $17, $18 mark in the very, very near future on this one. Okay, that is STNG. I think this is a great time to get in. We're clearly breaking out of a range right here, and if you do get in, make sure you use that 10 SMA right down here as your out, which is at $11.50. All right, guys, that is STNG. The last stock that I said just to put on your watch, we're not going to do anything, is UAVS. Very intriguing story, drone play right here. Some rumors about them partnering up with Amazon, so this is why we've had that really nice spike in here. But again, we're in this no man's land. We did make a new 52-week high here at $9, close near the lows of the day. Again, I really don't think there's any place to buy this as of right now. We're not near that 10 SMA, clearly not near that midpoint Bollinger Band. So I do have it on my watch list. When we get to that point where I think we can buy it, and I think the risk reward setup is really good, I will feature this one. So keep your eye on this one too. I think this could be a big play going into this year. Okay, that is UAVS. All right, with those three in the books, let's go over the three stocks that I did recommend from Eric's Sunday's Best Picks, and we'll see how they fared. All right, first one on the list is HIW. So HIW right here, HIW. So if you remember, I said, let's buy this one. It looks pretty good. The risk reward setup looks decent. So it did open at 39.86. It did close today at 37.78. So we did have a loss of $1.90 in HIW. Next stock that I had recommended was a WDC, Western Digital. That one had that monster day on Friday, and then it kind of gave everything back not much of it back. I mean, it clearly pulled back, right? So unfortunately, that opened up at 54.95 on Monday, and it did close at 51.82, or a $3 loss on WDC. Last one that actually saved us was CSX. If you remember from this one, had a really, really good week. It did open at $90.66, and it did close at 95.84, or a gain of $5 for the week. And it actually bailed us out for that whole week. We actually ended up making a little bit of money on all those three trades if you were to put them together. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Again, my name is Eric, and you can reach me just by leaving a comment down below on any questions you may have. Again, if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and do so. I really do think I provide a lot of valuable information on technical analysis. I give you the ins, outs, why we're getting in, why we're getting stopped out, and I think if you do follow me, you're going to find the way I trade is a very, very successful way of trading. It keeps our losses very small, but it lets our winners run. Okay, everyone, have a great weekend. Please join me on Sunday. That's when I will release my Eric's Sunday's best picks, and I can almost guarantee we will have a better week than we had this past week. All right, everyone, have a great night. Have a great weekend. Please subscribe, and remember, trade smart and be safe.